Okay. I have two sort of beliefs. One that I agree with more than the other one, but the other one I want to believe more. Okay, so the first one that I'm like on the fence about is more Christian beliefs and like heaven and hell. Like one of the people that I interviewed, she was like fully there is a heaven and there is a hell. And I thought that it was interesting to hear all her answers. And I agreed with a lot of the things she said, or I wanted to agree with a lot of the things that she said. But it's really hard for me to believe all that because I don't really have like proof, kind of, but I don't have. Okay. Anyways, okay, so my other belief is something that my other interviewee talked about, which we learned in class that I didn't know how to name, but cosmic melding, right? I had a dream one time where I died and I like returned, just like we talked about in class, like returned to the universe, like if that was like my just like where I was supposed to be. I had a very intense dream, and I've had dreams before of literally meeting Jesus and like him speaking to me and like crying, but this cosmic one was way more intense. Like it was like undeniably, almost obviously it was just a dream, but it felt so real, like I felt it in my soul. Okay, so what does in terms of like positionality, I'm Hispanic, but none of my family has talks about religion at all. No, we don't have any traditions or beliefs at all. We don't talk about anything. We don't go to church. We don't pray, nothing. So this is kind of all just me and what I'm most like familiar with and what I'm more comfortable. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, this is all just like stuff that I've like discovered myself. Okay, so in cosmic melding, what does that look like? I think to me it's just like being free in the universe and going anywhere, and I don't think you have any relationships there or any like thoughts of relationships, but I think you can if you wanted to, but I think it doesn't matter after, like the feel, like you're so grand and big, it's like having a parent or a brother or sister is like nothing. And or I don't know, I'm like just trying to like I can't put my thoughts into words. And I don't think anybody runs it. I think it's just you're just there. You don't serve anyone, you don't follow somebody, like you're just you in the universe doing your thing. And it's like you don't need to speak either. It's all I think it's all feeling based. And I think anyone can go there. Like my other interview girl was saying that you kind of like restart, like it's like a rebirth, like all of your sins, all of the bad things you've done disappear. You get cleansed and you just like restart. You're just like organic. I don't even know like how to say it. Okay. How do you get into them? I think it's just everyone that wants to. And on a different topic, like if you feel like you can't, okay, wait, I feel like there you're just like a spirit or like a sort of like beam, like a star, kind of like you're just energy. And I feel like if you only get there if you die and you're ready for it. If not, you become a spirit, so that leads me to everything else. Okay, so wait, something else that we talked about in class that made me like skeptical about like Christianity is that like the beliefs of ancient Greece and Rome and how it all kind of like inspired like hell. So that was really like kind of sus to me. But okay, so if you're a ghost, I think you're kind of trapped, and I think ghosts are real. I don't think, well, kind of, yeah, okay. I think ghosts are real, and I'm a very big believer in ghosts, but I do agree with what we talked about in class and from the course media about debunking like equipment and stuff. I think a lot of it could be debunked. I watch ghost videos all the time. I don't believe it all half the time, but I think there are still things that are unexplainable. Also, like the girl that was talking about Poppy Carey, how things are like 10 out of 10 times explained by science, but I think there's some things that cannot be explained by science. Like if you feel something touch you, or you physically see something fly across the room, or something like that. Like a lot of like physical things are very hard to explain by science. And then about like Ouija boards, I think those can also be real because of like stories I've heard. Again, they're just stories, I can't prove them, but they sound believable. I think that it's all bad energy, and I do understand the part where you are like subconsciously moving it, and I think that's true. That's something that happens a lot of times, but then there's times where I feel like people get proof different ways. I don't really know how to explain it. And then my last thing I wanted to talk about was like how you get treated after you die, because even though you're dead, you're not gonna like know anything. I think it's still very important about the death investigations, and yeah, how you're treated. Like you don't want to get like pushed around, or I don't know. I think it's really important for people that work in those jobs to treat people that pass away with care, because they should be respected.